for this battle.
Yes.
People have been saying that Kendrick owes DJ Head some form of an interview, and people have said Drake owes Maul or even Act some type of interview based
I'm here for
off,
all that.
No, you don't.
I'm here for all that.
I wanted to.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Kendrick Lamar didn't hold anything back in his vicious rap battle with Drake earlier this year, but he claims to not be an angry person at heart. In his first profile since the year-defining feud, Kendrick covered the Harper's Bazaar 2024 November Voices issue on Monday, which had him in conversation with former Top Dog Entertainment teammate Caesar. Kendrick explained during the chat how he doesn't believe he's an angry individual, but how the duality of love and war do pose a need to exist. So while not like us proved decisive in his feud with Drake, Kendrick defined what the phrase means to him culturally, and it's much bigger than anything OVO related, saying, "Not like us is the energy of who I am, the type of man I represent, and now if you identify with the man that I represent, this man has morals, he has values, he believes in something, he stands on something, he's not pandering."
For this battle.
Yes.
People have been saying that Kendrick owes DJ Head some form of an interview, and people have said Drake owes Maul or even Act some type of interview based
I'm here for
off,
all that.
No, you don't.
I'm here for all that.
I wanted to ask both of y'all opinion on
I'm here
that.
for all that.
I never felt like that's an artist
no.
owes someone. But
Drake don't owe me.
They don't
shit.
owe. They don't owe.
But we started this
would love to
conversation
have that.
with
Not
Elliott
owe.
saying he's pissed that these artists aren't sitting down with people, and if like, yo, we helped in a battle from some certain platform, or Cape to New, no one wasn't.
There's too much media.
The fans
like
say that.
There's too much media without the conversation of like with the artist. I'm saying it's an imbalance, right? Can we admit it's one way? We commentary all day. There's no conversation. There's no engagement. It's an imbalance. It's not cool. Like, I think if you put a record out, like, that's one thing, but like to act like I put the record out and I talk about it, it's like, why? Like, you're violating yourself. Like, what was my man's mind with GNX? Like, what? Like, talk about the album, like, to people. Like, why? Why is it cool to not do interviews? Why is it cool for them not to talk to us when everybody wants to be media right now?
I thought the
weird.
SZA and Kendrick interview was great. Did you see the only thing that they clipped? There's pages and pages of amazing conversation between two superstar artists that are both in their almost mid-30s that are going through life changes. That was an incredible convo.
Yep.
What was clipped?
Bullshit, right?
3 sentences of fucking nonsense. So even artists that would sit down and have a real intellectual conversation, or even sit with someone, because I know SZA and Kendrick obviously have years and years of a relationship outside of just music, even that gets clipped to bullshit. So why?
I would point to me, like, I don't feel like it has been clipped that way with the rap radar with Jay-Z,
Sure,
Will Smith, Drake. Like, it's not been clipped that way. So,
but again,
that's my argument.
Different times, because
I provided that.
You're looking at 2016, and hip hop now lives in 1 year is 5 years, or I could even argue 1 year is 10 years. The way things move.
Absolutely.
2016 was a different time, and even with a lot of that 444 interview that is one of my favorites ever in podcasting.
Thank you, brother.
A lot of the bullshit was clipped too. And then when he did when he did the New York Times and sat like this for 3 hours, which I have no idea how he did that, they clipped cheating rumors. He said amazing things in that New York Times article. It's always going to be clipped with the bullshit at this point. So I get the frustration of even artists that don't want to sit. Do I think it's odd that Drake did the Aiden Ross shit instead? Sure, but that's the time we're in now.
What, Dream?
Yeah,
I struggle.
Should I complain about the artist, or should I complain about the time? We don't even need to make it Drake specific. Should I complain about the audience and the era we're in? Or should I be mad at the artist for making the decision that's better for their career in the time that we're living in? At the time when Double XL was popping, yeah, it made sense for an artist to go have a write-up from Elliott Wilson. They did what was right for their career. That now, whether we like it or not, is what the streamers are. They're making a better decision.
Rory, you're actually an artist yourself, right? So you make an album. It's like, yo, you don't feel like you should go anywhere to talk about your album?
Go look at
somebody, right?
Look at my minuscule press run that I did and why I didn't want to do much.
Yeah,
and I love talking to Bootleg Kev, love talking to AD, everyone. What was clipped from all that? Podcast gossip? Bullshit?
Wow.
Me getting off my square, coming out of some emotional shit because I saw another clip. Nobody wanted to talk to me about my fucking R&B album.
That's fair.
And even when I do reach out to certain R&B platforms,
it feels real got 'em type shit.
I think they exist, but also it's tough to even promote. So my thinking was, all right, I guess what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If I can at least get on these platforms to have the clickbaity conversations that I usually tend to stay away from, but also promote my R&B album that did sell better than a lot of major artists.
Talk about it.
Damaris. That's the way.
Talk about it,
but let's look at somebody like Offset, for example. So much shit going on in his personal life that, not that I particularly care to hear a real sit-down interview from, but I think there is a deeper conversation with his relationship with the right interviewer.
Yes.
But with his image and how the stan culture fights the other stan culture, and it doesn't even matter the records, it's all about, it's fucking, it's the Eagles and the Giants.
Am I wrong?
It's better for his image to go to Kai's house and dance. He looks like a happy person.
So I can't accept that bothers me and I want to be that person?
I think you should be mad at the audience.
I'm mad,
because if he went and
me and Drake fell out, my feelings are hurt.
The battle, I gotta say, I was like, man, initially I was like, wow, this is for real. These dudes is going at it, because Drake was delivering, and then Kendrick came, and then Kendrick kept giving the blows, and then he just did what he had to do, and just, man, he came out the victor. He was the victor, just point blank, he won. And is it if you're asking, is a victory for me, I think it's just a victory for hip hop that battle went down the way it did, and had people paying attention to lyrics and hip hop. Different generations was paying attention to that. I had some of my youngins hitting me up, yo, you hit a new one. And then people my age hitting me up, yo, you hear you hear what Drake just dropped, you heard what Kendrick said. I think it does. I love that Kendrick is within a battle is able to give you lessons and spiritual things. I'm damn, that is crazy. But the truth is, it's this dude dropping knowledge and still battling. It's ridiculous. But that being said, it's funny you said he's a revolutionary and still dangerous, because when we think about it, our revolutionaries were dangerous. Like Fred Hampton,
Chicago.
He was dangerous, but dangerous for the right thing.
Right.
Shoot, Malcolm X, dangerous. Assata Shakur, dangerous in a way that they are dangerous for their people. And at the end of the day, Kendrick is dangerous for his people. So I got nothing but
you gotta protect them.
Love for them.
Protect our people. How much did it make people go back and revisit old battles? Because once they say that battle, it's oh, that's the greatest battle of all time, and we're living in that moment, and people are well, nah, there was this either thing that happened, and it was nah, there was I see the bitch in you, but so now it goes back, people get to revisit it. How much of it was brought back, a little bit of nostalgia for you, yo, we were in that moment, we've gone past it, but I remember that fire that I had.
Yeah. I mean, it was more people was bringing up the battle I had with Q and the battle I had with Drake.
Yeah. That's a fact.
They brought that. They would bring that up, but I was listen. First of all, both those battles got squashed. So I appreciate that y'all loved it. We had the battle. I was warned at that time, but I'm just watching the battle now. So don't drag me in it. Somebody was I was no, don't drag me in. I'm good, man. Let me watch this and just enjoy it, because they both going at it. And I think it was, I would have to say, man, it probably was the greatest battle we've seen. And even if you feel something else was back in a time, it's still one of the greatest. Mm-hmm. It's
right there.
It's because that back and forth, you didn't have that much back and forth, right direct, and have all the artwork to go with it. And it was levels to their battle.
Well thought out, videos were shot.
Yeah.